So one of the things in 2023 that's really interesting is home prices are still high, interest rates are high, demand is high, but inventory is low. And so I'm thinking about the property in Tustin that we helped the buyer not only find the property, but wow, she had really specific criteria.
Absolutely, it was challenging because of the price point that she was at, being in that low 7s into maybe a low 9 to look at, and specifically into a condo being 2-bedroom, 2-bath, single story, with there needs being a senior using stairs can be challenging. And then just for her own security, entering and leaving the home in an attached 2-car garage. We were looking at about 5 active listings at that time that most of them need a lot of work. So,
well, I think that she came through one of our open houses is how we met her.
Absolutely.
And then you gravitated towards her because of your work ethic and trying to find that. But I think most agents, or at least, you know, people would think like, oh, that's kind of a unicorn of what you're looking for. So when we found out that she needed single level, X amount of bedrooms in a specific area, close to a family, what did you do to take that on?
Well, she was able to share with me a few of the communities, which happened to be Tustin Meadows, where we met. She really liked and attached to that emotionally, that community, very family oriented, and just felt like a safe community, but also wanted to most definitely stay within Tustin. So the parameters were super narrowed on that one. So in conversations of what she was looking for, we kind of identified the characteristics of a property. We door knocked, we made phone calls to other agents to follow up on opportunities they might have, really just screening the MLS daily throughout the day to try and find that for her.
Also circle dialing homes that meet that criteria that we could find information on. I think that was important. Actually, the home that you ended up finding for her ended up coming on to the multiple listing service. But once again, the demand was high and we competed with a dozen offers on the property. So how did we make our offer stand out?
We really sat down and discussed with her like the value of this home to her, what it meant, and this is going to be her forever home, her dream home, if you will. So we want to make sure we came in with some terms that were competitive, not just a strong price point, but all the terms matter, right? So we came in with her with a short escrow of 15 days, and we bid up and 60,000 over. And it's amazing that through that process with the terms we offered, we find ourselves bypassing a multiple seller counter offer experience, which was great for her.
Yeah, that's right. So she did pay a little bit more than the asking price, but I think, like you said, is that this was her forever home. It matched all of the criteria. And then with our relationship with the agent, working directly with him and just letting him know how serious the buyer was, we were able to not only get her the property, but we were still able to do a home inspection and get some repairs that needed to be done. So I think that it was a win-win for everybody. But I think the most happy thing is that now she gets to be close to family, in a single level home, in her forever home. And the other thing that we didn't mention too is this was actually the first time that she had ever bought a home.
Absolutely. I mean, being 90 years old, being widowed, and go through this process, and excited, a little bit hurried, but to get through this in what was actually a very clean transaction.
So previous homeowner, but her spouse had always taken care of the home purchase.
Correct.
So it was very new to her. And the other thing too is that we get consumed with all of the technology, but being a senior, she wasn't able to participate in that. So you actually drove to her house multiple times.
That's right.
And did all of the signing by pen and paper.
Yeah, the option was for her to read all the documents on a very mini iPad. Right. And so we printed everything out, went through all the details, made sure she felt comfortable, because as you get older, even I get confused about things sometimes, I guess. But making her feel comfortable with what she was reading, what the disclosures were, what she was getting into, being, again, a first-time home buyer. And I think she was really excited about how things turned out.
Yeah, and then even afterwards, she wanted to make some small upgrades to the property. It's like some handbars and just make sure it was safe for her to get in and out of the tub, and you were able to help her with that as well.
Absolutely. Again, having resources as a team, we brought in a handyman we work with a lot. He was able to come in half a day, knocked out all the things she wanted to have done. And again, just another great experience for her.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
We'll see you on the next video.